Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. If you are joining for the very first time, you're hello, welcome. Please kindly support me by clicking on that red button that says subscribe. My name is Vera, and without wasting much of your time, if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in once again. Let's dive straight to the video, guys. So guys, in today's video, I want to tell you about what happened in some years ago, and I want to tell you is a story, a true life story, and I want to start this story by saying I'm not here to say these things just because I just want to talk, but I just want to use this story to impact some people. To some people might learn something from this video, so that's why I'm sharing this video, this um message with you guys. So kindly help me to share this video. Make sure to watch it to the end. It's very interesting. You might learn one or two things from it. So this story is a story of someone that I know very well. We lived in the same compound before when I was in Nigeria, and she told me after so many years, she's far older than me. She's very much older than me. She contacted me not long ago. She shared her story with me. I know some parts of the story, and she shared the other part with me. She said I can use it to impact some other people, to tell people about this story, because this lady is going through a lot now because of what she has done in her previous, like before, and there's no way she can rewind it back. So let's start the story. The story goes like this: that this lady was very young. Let's just give her a name and give him a name so that we can be able to. The lady's call is not her actual name, but it's, let's say her name is Joy, and the guy in question is Moses. Joy and Moses. So once upon a time, Joy was she was in the village while Moses was also in the village. In Yes, Moses was also in the village. I don't want to mention the place. So they were in the village, and Joy was going to secondary school while Moses was going to learn how to trade. You know how you learn how to trade from somebody, and after like some years they'll open your own shop for you. So when Joy finished her secondary school, then at that time Moses also finished the trading job that he was learning, and his boss opened a shop for Moses. Then Joy finished secondary school for 1 year and 2 years. She was home. She had no money to go to university, and Moses was not that rich. They just opened a new shop for him, very new shop, and he has to hustle a lot to be able to bring up the shop. So then Joy and Moses, they started dating. Then Joy told Moses that the only way I can be able to, if you want to date me, you want to be my boyfriend, the only way I'll accept you to be my boyfriend is for you to pay my school fees. I want to go to university. If you can train me through university, I will date you and I will marry you. Then this guy was like, how can I pay university? Then it was very long time ago. This story I'm telling you, maybe it might be more than 30 years ago this thing started. So this girl said that she said, how much is your school fees? Then her school fees then was 20,000 naira plus accommodation, and she have to spend like 30,000 naira then. Then 30,000 naira then at us now it's like 500,000, for example. It was a huge amount of money. It wasn't small 30 years ago. So she said that the guy was not having money, and the only option he has to do is for him to sell his shop. Like he said the boss gave him 100,000 naira to open the shop then, 100,000 naira. So the only thing he could do is for him to sell the things in the shop and give some part of the money to her, then to go to the school, and then he also left the village because he could not stand the shame. So he just sold everything, told his parents that he's going to Benin, because the girl in question got an admission in Benin. So she said that, okay, he told the parents that, no, I'm going to Benin. Somebody, I want to open a new shop there. Somebody want to help me. He lied to the parents, that is the boy, so that he will sell the shop and give the money to the girl to start schooling. Then the girl went to Benin for the school, and this guy was like, she's my girlfriend. I want to stay close to my girlfriend. So this guy in question took the remaining part of the money that he got from the selling of the shop to go and rent a room in Benin. Then he rented a room in Benin City, and this girl was staying with him. She was schooling from the boy's house. She would go to school. That was what they were doing then. Then this boy does not have any option at all. So he has to go to take Okada, like balance and carry, like they will give you Okada, you have to ride Okada. Okada is motorcycle. For those of you that are not Nigerians, Okada is motorcycle. You take a motorcycle from someone, you drive the motorcycle. Every day you have to balance the owner of the bike. Maybe if you walk like 100, like 10 pounds, then you have to give the owner of the bike 5 pounds, then you take 5 pounds, something like that. So that was what they were doing. So this girl was with this guy, and this guy, I knew this lady because we happened to stay in the same house with this guy. That was when I was in Benin, but I was very small then. I was around 13, 14, and she was already a grown-up lady, in the university. This is what happened. Then they were there. I remember then that if this guy used to go to Okada work very early in the morning by 4. He will leave the house by 4, and this girl used to go to school maybe sometimes if she has lecture maybe by 8, by 7, depends on the time. But this guy will go very early in the morning. Then anytime they already know the schedule. If the girl is going to school, then he will come back and pick the girl and take her to school. Then he will continue his job. At this time, the if this guy did not come from work, this girl will not eat. This lady, I'm telling you, she will not eat. Wait, my daddy never come. My daddy is not yet back. Well, I'm scared, If he doesn't come from work, she will not take her shower. They were so close and so tight. She was very romantic. She cooked a lot for this guy. She made sure she cleaned the house. Everywhere was neat. And this guy made sure he makes everything, provide everything from the house, her school fees and everything. That was what happened. Then when this girl finished, she spent 5 years in the University of Benin. Then she said when she finished University of Benin, then she has to go for youth service, and they posted her to Asaba. So when she was posted to Asaba, that was when she started realizing that this guy, I cannot cope with this type of guy again. The guy was not educated, and she, being the fact that she has finished secondary school, she has finished university, she has been exposed to another type of life, and this Okada driver was still driving Okada. So because she promised Okada driver that immediately after she finished her youth service, she's going to get married to him, and they were going to start bearing children, things like that. So when she went to Asaba for 1 year, you have to go and for the youth service. When she went to Asaba, then she said that she was posted to a bank for internship, right? She was posted to a bank, and she was working in this bank, and she met one guy. He said when she said this guy was cute. He was handsome. According to what she said to me, that the guy was so cute, was so handsome, and this guy was so intelligent. Wow. So when this guy speak, how her mind, like if he's talking, she will just close her eyes and just be listening to this boy's voice. The voice is killing. He said the guy is very intelligent. He said then when this guy, the other guy, was like, she was already ready to get married to her. No, this guy has already gone to the family of this girl to fix dates, and very soon we are going to get married, maybe by December. Then this girl now was like, I cannot marry this guy again. This guy is too local for me. So she said she started when she went to Asaba, she was no more interested in him. But normally, initially when she got Asaba, she used to go to Benin like every 2 weeks. Every two weeks weekend. No, this guy would send money for her. Then she would go and visit this guy. Then after the last time, a month she didn't go, she keep on giving the guy excuse. And the day my boss said I should not go. Now we are working on Saturdays. I don't have time, this and that. So she said she doesn't really know how to tell this guy. She was scared to tell this guy that I don't love you anymore. I cannot be with you anymore. So one day this guy told him that he was going to their village, that he has an appointment. Somebody died in his family, that he was going to their village, that um maybe he might pass there to go and see the girl in Asaba, something like that. So this girl, what she did then, then there was no phone to communicate, like no mobile number then, but they have she was calling through the bank. The guy will use he will go to where they have 90 or something like that, then he will call the bank where this girl was working. That was what they were doing then. So when he called this guy asked her that, when are you coming to Benin? When are you coming to Asaba? He said, "Look, I will be coming to Asaba in when are you coming to Asaba?" He said, "I'll come to Asaba so maybe on Friday." "How long?" "No, when are you going to the village?" He said, "I'm going on burial and Saturday. I'll be going to the village maybe by Friday or Thursday." Then he said, "No, you know what? You cannot come here to see me. You know what? You cannot come and see me here because now that my house I used to stay, I lost this, that." She gave the boy one kind of excuse, and the guy said, "Okay, don't worry. What is going to happen? I will not come to Asaba. When I come back from my village, you come and see me in Benin. Let's say this weekend." She said, "Okay." This girl made sure that that day that this guy was going to Benin, to their village, that was when this girl went to Benin to pack all her property, so that before he will come back from the village, she has already packed everything that belongs to her from the guy's house. That is how she left this guy. Then they say, according to what she heard, that this guy came to Asaba to search for her. What happened is that this guy has already their program already is almost finished already. Like they have already round up the program. So this guy has moved to Lagos, and this girl now want to go and meet the fiance in Lagos because you don't want to like stay with this guy again. So this girl left Asaba to Lagos. She went to Benin to pack her things and went to Lagos without going to Asaba. She didn't ask of this guy anymore. She didn't care about this guy anymore. This guy was frustrated, according to what she said. If she went to the village, she was crying. "Oh, where is this girl?" She couldn't find her anymore, And this girl was busy. According to her, she was the one that sent me the message. She was busy enjoying herself. She was enjoying herself, and at the end of the day, this guy, they were enjoying themselves. At the end of the day, this guy was like, they find a job already because she's very, very intelligent. This girl of person, I think she had first class in her results. She's intelligent. So she found another job in one bank in Lagos, and she was working in the bank. She was working, and after some time they sent her to abroad to do something, one country in abroad, but it's not English country, it's not English speaking country. This country is like French, Spanish, or Italian, one of those countries though, but I don't want to mention the country. Then she went there. When she went there, the guy told her that, "Do you know what?" Because she was supposed to stay like 2 weeks there and come back to Nigeria because they want for a motive. So this guy told her, "Don't come, we'll use this opportunity to just run away. Don't come back." So she listened to the guy and she didn't go back to Nigeria. Then she became illegal because the visa was just 1 month visa that they gave to them. Then she became illegal. She couldn't work with her certificate because no visa, no document, nothing. So she was doing other type of jobs, and she was trying to meet up so that she can be able to um, go back to Nigeria to meet the husband, or because the husband was very eager to go to the US. The other guy in question, the number B, the Mr. B, she has already frustrated Mr. A, which is Moses. Now Mr. B is eager to go to the US for his masters, and she was like, okay, what is going to, let me make some money, then we'll go to US. So when she made the first money she made, she told the guy, okay, I had some money now, let me go to US. The guy said, no, you know what, since you're already in Europe, let me go to the US. By the time I get to US, let me make my master's and I'll come and invite you as a wife. She said, okay, no problem. So this guy went to the US and he was there. After a while, I told this girl here that, okay, you go to Nigeria, I'm going to marry you. Then after the marriage, I will invite you, then we'll go to US together. So this guy gave this man all the money she has worked here. She spent like 5 years before she could be able to get such amount of money and sent to the guy in Nigeria. So the guy went to the US and he started schooling and doing other things. So by the time she was already, and this time they're already getting older, even in age, she was already matured already. So she was eager to just go and meet the guy so that they can start a good family. So this guy in question told this girl to go to Nigeria, that he was going to come from America to marry her. Or not, this guy didn't know that when they went to Nigeria, this American guy did not show up anymore. The American guy keep on giving her excuse. Don't worry, I'll come next month, my work, my this. After some time, that's when this guy told this girl that, I'm sorry, I don't really have a genuine document. The document I have is fake. By the time I go to Nigeria, they will not allow me to come because then again, so why didn't you tell me before? Yeah, because the person that did it for me told me that I can travel with it, but after a while, I heard from some friends that I won't be able to come back with it, so I'm scared I cannot come to Nigeria without the document. Then she said, what is going to happen to me? He said, just be there, be praying, be waiting. Maybe as time goes on, things will be better. This girl said she waited. It's been 10 years now that this guy is in the US and she is in Nigeria. The last time they spoke was 5 years ago. He told the guy just called her and told her, I'm sorry, it's better you look for someone to marry because I don't think I'll be able to come to Nigeria. I don't have document. I don't want to waste your time. Look for someone else. And she said that she has already wasted all her time. She doesn't even have money. Somebody that is a graduate of, she had a very good certificate in her school. But because she was waiting for this guy, she couldn't even, and because she went to the bank she was working before, where she was employed, she went to Europe country and she didn't go back to Nigeria. She already had a bad record already, so they didn't employ her because of that bad record that she had already. She don't have a good reputation because they ask her, have you worked before? What are your experience? So how can she bring out the experience? So that was what happened to her, and now she's in Nigeria. She's almost 50 years old, according to her. She's 48 years old now. She's not married. She doesn't have a child. She said then in any relationship she gets into, it doesn't work out. Not that she's a bad person, she's a very good person, but things doesn't really work out. And she went to a lot of churches. They told her that she has offended somebody very bad and the person is not happy with her. So she went to the guy. Thank God now that the guy is married. The guy is doing well. He has 2 kids and his wife. So he sent people to go and beg. He went with the people. They begged the guy that, I'm sorry, all what I did to you, please forgive me. I'm very, very sorry. The guy said, I've forgiven you all this while because the reason why I forgive you because now I have my wife, I have my children, I'm happy, and I'm doing well in business wise. I'm no more Okada driver. Now I'm doing other better business. I have my own house built by myself. So if not for the fact that I'm successful, I would have been angry with you. But being that I'm very, very more successful now, that means that maybe you are not the right woman that God said I'm going to marry. That's why things happen that way. But I'm not angry with you. I'm not angry with you anymore. I was angry, I was pissed off, I was frustrated, but now I am okay. So that was what the guy told. So she just called me to tell me that, look at what has happened to me. Just the fact that maybe it's just like it says the karma, like what he has done to that guy, that is what this other guy did to her in a very very bad manner. And now look at her now. She left the guy because the guy was not a graduate, because the guy was not learned. She think the guy is too local. Now that he went to marry international guy, a guy that is very smart, look at what has happened to her. Now she's just there. She's not happy. Anytime she thinks about her life, she's very sad. So she said she just bring this out to tell people that sometimes we should be mindful of what we do. We should not, what we don't want other people to do to us, we should not do it to other people, because that is bad. She realized that she did bad. Even if she wants to leave that guy, she would have left him in another way, not in that manner at all. So she said she'll use this video to tell girls that are trying to play smart on other men that there's karma. There's something called karma, that the thing has affected her a lot. She cannot, she's just praying for God that maybe may God have mercy on her, that what she did was wrong and she realized it. So guys, this is the video, this is the story of what happened to her. And she said that we should pray for her. So if you watch this video to this stage, please pray for her. She has repented from her sin. She has moved on with her life. She realized that what she did was wrong, and she has apologized to the guy. Thankfully, the guy is living well with his wife and his kids. So at least she's happy for that, that she's not the one. She didn't frustrate the guy to the extent that he couldn't make it in life. Like, the guy is happy. It's her that is not more happy this time, but we should help her in prayer that God should have mercy on her, to give her someone that, to comfort her, to make her, apart from not being married, she doesn't even have a good job with her certificate that she have. Even job wise, anytime she goes to job, she doesn't even have a good job. Like, anytime she go for any interview, they just look at her document. But you have a very good certificate, but how come you have not been working? They doubt her document and all those things. So guys, this will bring me to the end of this video. If you enjoy it, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.